Welcome to the midweek wrap only on Yarra Rangers Live TV, the only hyper-local news program, weather and so much more just for the Yarra Valley and the Rangers, where every week we bring you the local news headlines, yes, the weather ahead, plus we share with you what Yarra Rangers Live TV's been up to. And this week, the wrap is back to front. We're going to show the highlights of Targa Florio Australia 2018. Of course, we covered that extensively from when the vehicles head off from Geelong and made their way to Healesville, all part of Ciao, Yarra Valley, Ciao. So stick around for the news headlines after the highlights from Targa Florio Australia 2018. Check it out.
We travel today to Colac via the Great Ocean Road. Tomorrow we go around the Bellarine Peninsula and around the Morning Peninsula and stay at Cape Schanck, and then round to Phillip Island. And then we have a really big day on Saturday where we leave Phillip Island and we drive up through Gippsland to a track called the Haunted Hills near Murray, and then wind our way into Healesville. And there's a fantastic festival, as you know, set up for Green Street, which is really combining the best of Italian, the best of Healesville, and a really fun event. So all the competitors are looking forward to making their way through there and enjoying the Yarra Valley as the roads are perfectly set for this sort of event.
How many cars are taking part in the Targa this year?
There's about 60 cars involved. There's three sections. There's a classic section, which has cars from 1906 through to 1976, and that's in the classic tribute. Then there's a Ferrari tribute, which runs from modern Ferraris from 1977 to today. So you've got some amazing cars. Some bought out for the event. Some visitors from Hong Kong have bought some Ferraris across to the event.
There you go.
We've also got a supercar event, which is supercars beyond 1990 to today, and really they're representative of the McLarens and other cars. And heading up the fleet, we've got a team of Alfa Romeos. So Alfa have been fantastic in providing those cars, as have Jaguar and Porsche. So the event's really taken the heart of the local car community, and so that'll sort of see another 20 additional cars. So we're probably a fleet of about 85 or 90 cars all up.
Fantastic. That's great to hear and great to see.
Uno, due, e tre.
Oh, and they're off in the tomato throwing competition. The tomatoes flying
Here they're
off.
off.
Mitch is
Oh,
in the
it's a little bit of
firing
hot
line
there,
over there, I tell you what.
Aren't you glad that you parked over there, Mr. Owner of that four-wheel drive? It's all happening here. It's wonderful. Oh, we're giving it out, but we're also receiving it. That's wonderful. Excellent follow-through. Are you sure you're not the cricket club, love? So you're the netball club. You said you were the netball club. Mr. Party High is definitely giving it a bit of a red-hot go. Oh, that gentleman throwing with his left hand, he's got a bit of spin happening there. Oh, my goodness. All right, a little bit of collateral on the sides. It's all right.
Having a fantastic day. We couldn't have asked for a more beautiful Yarra Valley day here in Healesville in Green Street, and this street is just tailor-made for a festa like this.
Isn't it? It's beautifully tree-lined. We've got the shade there. It feels very European.
It does. That's what we've tried to do. We've, of course, started an event for the last month. We've had, it's all been about food, wine and movement, all in the Yarra Valley. We've had some really significant events which started this whole concept, and today is just an opportunity for us to really add to that atmosphere.
between, there's no time penalties for arriving early or late. Next year there will be, so we'll gradually impose all of the restrictions that the Italian Valley adds, and that adds tension to the trip, but it makes sure that if you get lost like we did, you'd be heavily penalised.
Yes.
But we've been able to make up the time, so
Fantastic.
we're all on. Every hundredth of a second that you don't go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well
10,
done.
9, 8,
Go hard, go hard.
6, 5, 4, 3,
Jesus Christ, you did it.
10,
Every time, though.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Too quick. Just up there.
One more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How'd you go?
Corner.
Oh, how exciting was that? We were live and exclusive, of course, for those time trials, and we took part in the Targa Florio only on Yarra Angels Live TV. We were pretty stoked and pumped about that. But now it's time for the latest local news headlines presented by Jim Brown and making her debut, Karina Stone.
Hello and welcome to the Midweek Wrap, brought to you once again from the beautiful grounds of the Killara Estate Winery in Healesville East.
Hi, I'm Karina Stone,
I'm Jim Brown.
and here's Jim with the first of our local news stories.
And good news to start this week's edition of Midweek Wrap, a happy ending to the disappearance of part Staffy, part Sharpel dog Bruno, located 4 weeks after someone stole him from Animal Aid Kennels at Coldstream. After a tip-off, police found Bruno and reunited him with a very happy owner who said she was overwhelmed by all the public support when the call went out to find the beloved pet. On the Mount Evelyn Mail's front page, a new book on gardening has been launched by author A.B. Bishop. Ms. Bishop works part-time at Kuranga Natives Nursery in Mount Evelyn, and she passionately believes we should design our garden to welcome all forms of native fauna and flora. The book is the result of 7 months' research in gardens all over Australia to find ways to create a pesticide-free environment where interaction between plants, insects and other fauna can happen naturally. According to Ms. Bishop, many gardeners work hard to create an environment where native flora and insects are kept away from exotic plants, often using so-called safe herbicides, which she says are, in the long run, all designed to kill something.
This week in the Ferntree Gully Belgrave Mail, a story of transformation with one of Belgrave's oldest buildings set to be converted into a much-needed veterinary clinic. The decision to sell the Burwood Highway property was made by the Yarra Rangers Council earlier this year, after conceding that they simply could not justify the cost of upgrading the building to a standard suitable for community use. The decision was met with some backlash from local history and community groups who hope to see the 1920s building retained for its historical value. Thankfully, the local team of vets responsible for the new clinic have expressed their plans to maintain the building's original style and character during restoration. They have also put forward plans to offer free veterinary treatments for wildlife, reduced rates for animal welfare groups and animal education programs for local schools and kinders, which overall is a huge asset to the community.
And the Mountain Views Mail's front page covers the premiere of a music video, That Girl Song, at the Memo Theatre last Thursday. It's the second That Girl film in a trilogy involving local Indigenous people. Singer-songwriter Sarah Mandy, who wrote the music for the video, says the film aims to challenge violence against women and girls. Filming started after workshops with different Indigenous groups. The story has a website you can visit if you want to know more about this project. And inside the paper, a reminder there's a constant need for old, unwanted cars, but not for scrap metal. The SES needs cars, even car shells, to train and practice their skills to extract injured people trapped in vehicles at motor accidents, using equipment like the Jaws of Life. They cut up quite a few old cars at a recent training course at Healesville and now need more. If you have a wreck you'd like to get rid of, all you have to do is contact your local SES.
This week in the Rangers Trader Mail, a Ferny Creek restaurant is temporarily forced to close its doors after becoming the target of a malicious attack. According to the Belgrave Police, the owners of the Ferny Creek kitchen arrived to discover an intruder had gained entry to the premises, cracking windows with rocks, vandalising the owner's car beyond repair and writing disturbing messages in blood, causing over $10,000 in damages. The restaurant only opened in June, however they have already been dealt a number of setbacks with noise complaints submitted to the council even before they opened for business. It's believed the crime occurred somewhere between the hours of 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. on the 16th and 17th of November. Both police and the owners believe this to be a personal attack and ask that anyone with information pertaining to the crime contact Belgrave Police.
And in the Upper Yarra Mail, a heartwarming story about Rotary once again helping desperately ill children survive. Rotary International has already eradicated polio from the world, and this story tells how Wandin Rotary raised money to bring 3-year-old Gaspar from Timor-Leste to Australia for treatment to remove a tumour. Wandin Rotarian Gavin McIntyre says Rotary Oceanic Medical Aid for Children, or ROMAC, of which Gavin is chairman, says each surgery costs around $25,000 and his group aims to raise $50,000 each year. There's a lot of work involved and many volunteers pitch in to make it work. There are seriously ill children in the Pacific and Southeast Asian region all around us who don't have access to the life-saving and expensive medical procedures available in this country. ROMAC raises money to bring them here for treatment, and as Gavin McIntyre says, every dollar donated goes towards saving a child's life. The more donations we get, the more kids we can help. I should declare I know Gavin McIntyre from another organisation and have come to admire him and all those at Rotary who do such wonderful work. Contact Wandin Rotary if you want to become involved. They need more members.
I'm Karina Stone,
I'm Jim Brown,
and thank you for watching the Midweek Wrap.
and welcome to the team. Karina?
Thank you,
I'm
Jim.
going away for a while. You'll have to relieve for me, and you've demonstrated you can do it very well.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on board.
Indeed, you are going away, Jim, and I just wanted to say thank you so much. A little thank you in token of our gratitude for all the wonderful work that you've put into, this is your 78th episode of the Midweek Wrap, which is just unbelievable, and your dedication to the team has been wonderful. Your volunteering, your time, can't thank you enough, and congratulations, you've done a great job.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, and welcome again. Good to have you on board.
Thank you, Jim.
That's the end of a massive car-related, Targa-related midweek wrap on Yarra Rangers Live TV. Big thanks to everyone involved in this week's production. Our live cameraman, Mitch Hatton, cameraman extraordinaire, love your work, buddy, of course. Danny Field for putting together the midweek wrap for us. Jim Brown for reading the latest local news headlines. and also Karina Stone for a very first news read. Well done there. Of course, thank you to you guys for watching what we do, for engaging with what we do, for liking what we do, and of course for sharing what we do, because we love to get out there and live, love and share life in the Yarra Valley and the Ranges. We can't do it without your help, so thank you very much. As always, I'm Pat Boucher, as we live, love and share life in the Yarra Valley and the Ranges, only on Yarra Ranges Live TV. See you guys next week. Cheers.